How about now? Now it should be working. I forgot to do my audio check. That's why I forget one time. Forget one time to do my audio check, and it breaks. Loud and clear. Cool, cool, cool. This is a really cool concept. Looks nice. It's a really cool concept for like having like a Kibitz channel on Twitch. Oh crap, I just kicked my cat. There we go. But yeah, it looks like it's not up and running yet. It is not up and running just yet. All right, how's everyone doing today? Hopefully everyone is having good games this week. My games, I've been losing more than I've been winning. Oh. It looks like they're trying to make a Kibitz channel. It's an interesting concept. I considered something similar for Classy TV. Unfortunately, my computer couldn't stay up 24/7, so it didn't work out. But I was gonna have the Classy Perch series, like on loop, for when people are when there's no one else live, people could just chill there. But I don't think people want to just watch Classy streams over and over, or Classy approach over and over. So I kind of think the Kibitz idea is much better than my idea. But the idea is like it gives people something to do when there's no other channels live. I'm not sure what the second T stands for. It's not Baduk TV, it's Baduk T TV. So what does the extra T mean? I don't know what the extra T means. They should have called it Baduk Lobby or something, or Baduk Kibitz. You shouldn't have called it Baduk TV, in my opinion. I think Baduk TV is too close to the actual Baduk TV, and it's not going to be good. I mean, like, what does the other team mean? Text? Talk? Baduk Talk TV? I don't know. I don't know what it means. I wanted to work on my overlay today, but I worked on some Mega Dragon like all morning. Which I'm happy with some Mega Dragon, but my overlay needs to be improved, I think. The big issue is I got too many sponsors now, and I need to like figure out the flippy floppy of the images and get all of that better organized. I got too many sponsors now. Too many things. Just too many things. Oh, Baduk Twitch TV. Oh, that makes sense. Should be Baduk TL, Baduk Twitch lobby. Should be a lobby or a kibitz or a lounge. Should not be TV. Do not want to go into issues like Baduk Movies had some issues from Baduk TV because they thought Baduk Movies was Baduk TV. Yeah, the real Baduk TV will probably have issues. Hello, Fridgeful. Welcome, welcome. Concept's cool. Like, the audio needed to be fixed because it sounded awful. It was stuttering and glitching, so the audio wasn't working right. The channel name, I think, needs to be different. And then, what was the third thing? They're getting betting up and running, so that's nice. I think it looks pretty good, though. Cool concept. I forget what the third thing was. What is interesting? Oh, it is blurry, though. I'm at 480, that's why. Let's not raise that while I'm streaming, though. Oh, that's right, the stones are too small. That was the third thing. The stones are too small, the channel name needs to be different, and the audio is glitching out. This has a 2-don and a 5-don. I wonder if my games would show up in here when I play. I've had several people watch my games. I'm almost exclusively losing, like, to 3-don plus. I cannot beat a 3-don plus for some reason. I'm getting close. I got it to 12 points, but I could not beat a 3-don plus for some reason. I am out of practice. Ooh, 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 right here. White right here is a life and death problem. No, it's not, because black just goes right there. Never mind. I lied. No, it's not. Then I just go... No! I was watching that game! Fudge, I was solving that problem. There it is. Okay, okay, okay. Make it bigger. Make it bigger. Okay, if white goes right here, black goes right here, white goes right here, black goes right here, white Ataris, black takes. Not quite. If white goes right here, black goes right there, and it's 2 eyes. Oh, it's not quite dead. It's so close to being dead. Here, 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 here. Oh, I guess I can just connect. No, I can't. Here, Atari, take. Problem is when you Atari, it's still an eye, and if you throw in, they can connect after they take because now it has enough liberties. Oh, it's so close to being a cool Tsuji. It's so close. That's so annoying that it's not a Tsuji. I'm tilted. I'm tilted that there's not a Tsuji there. Nice! Almost 24Q. And I don't know if you know this, but 25Q is 5 ranks. Getting out of the 25Q is 5 ranks. I don't know why, but they don't go to 30Q. They only go to 25Q. But they start you at 30Q. No, it's not a small amount. It's 5 ranks. Like, it legitimately is 5 ranks. You have a game we could look at? For those following the progress on this, you'll notice that I add a rank. I added a rank. That is because there's going to be a ranked mode. Now, I may try to get feedback on this, but I'm thinking down here the recent mistakes will only track mistakes done in ranked mode. Because right now it tracks mistakes across custom, challenges, campaign, sets, puzzle, and puzzle path. Puzzle Rush and Puzzle Paddle, it does not. But I figured each of those are their own different time settings and amount of effort and blah, blah, blah. So I was thinking about the recent mistakes, syncing it to ranked mode, which I need to make. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I like, it looks almost the same, but I have spent like a good 30-40 hours improving the lag. It looks exactly the same, except for the campaign. I did improve the campaign's UI. I made it less cartoony. Okay, that's good though. You're doing great.
Review started.
Okay. Reviewing for white. This one is slow. You could go here because at any time you can always kick and Nobi down. All right. So if you want to defend this corner, it's kick. And then Nobi down to unsettle. And then you can go much further, like here or here. So like this one, it's like I've played this slide already, but I haven't played this slide. So it's a little bit slow. Just go here. This one is going to be much easier for you. And the reason is, if they give you a base, this is good for you. Slightly. That is because this was their side of the board, okay? They wanted to develop here. There's no white stones on this side of the board. They wanted to develop, but instead they let white settle super easily. This is a very optimal base, very optimized base. It's very great, okay? And you did it on their side of the board. So that is nice, right? So what they should do is pincer you and let you in the corner to get the influence. Right? That's what they should do. Which means you will still get to the corner that you wanted, but now you won't get the weak group for it. If you go this way, you don't get the weak group. And if they block the corner, then you're happy. But what they should do here is cut you off. Maybe something like this. Because, maybe something along these lines. Because this influence is very strong. And you can see your F3 stone is not super happy. This is just good for white. I would go ahead and kick. And that is because this stone gives a little bit of Aji for this move. Right? So you have to go here, which gives you 2 cutting points. So there is a tiny bit of Aji in there after the black gets this move. So normally you either jump, but in this case you could also kick and Nobi down. Depends on what you want to do. Okay, that's fine. You normally 3/3 or pincer. Hello, Rikiki. Welcome, welcome. I don't like white's shape right now. Yeah, so just 3/3 or pincer them back. A little bit complicated, so you can just 3/3, and you're happy with this. It's fine. This is a very large move. This is because if you get this turn, white is alive and black is not. Which means black has to respond to this move. Because now black is alive and white is not. Which means it's Sente. Black has to respond. Which is important because it gives us one eye in Sente. Compared to black playing this move. Now it's an empty triangle. Right? That is the difference here. Be very careful with the honey. This bend is very dangerous when you're not alive. This is asking for a fight. So if that's your style, it's okay. But you need to have a very good understanding of attack and defense to play this way. Black can't cut. Did you read all that? When you played here, did you read all of this cutting point, and all of this life and death problem? That's impressive. If you read all that, that's impressive. I don't think you read all that, but if you did, it would be impressive. So this move's okay, but you gotta have a really good, strong plan to deal with this cutting point. Okay. Check the ladder. That's a negative. That's a negative, Captain. Okay, let's check the net. That is also a negative. Which means we should fix that way. In theory. Bit uglier, but it fixes. You could go this way, and then just Nobi when they cut. If you're really worried about the peeps. Like, if you don't want the B2 bomber. If you're really worried about it, then just connect right here. But you need to, again, to have a plan for the cutting point. Well, now it's a net. Your opponent fixed it for you. Hello, W1. Welcome, welcome. These moves are good when it has to do with your base. If it is a base, it is worth playing. If it's not a base, it's not worth playing. Wait, I'm 1-dan? When did I demote to 1-dan? No, it says I'm 2-dan right now. What is this bull crap? What's keeping me? Oh, my 9. No, my correspondence is keeping me. I don't want this correspondence bull crap on my rank. Can I get them to fix that? I don't want a correspondence rank. I'm 2.7. I'm almost 3-dan, and it has me as a lowly 1-dan. Why? This is so stupid. I'm 1.2 Q 9x9 though. I'll accept the Q 9x9. I'm really bad at 9x9. I own this rank. I will accept this rank. But I am 2.7 on 19x19, man. It's not fair. I earned that number 2. I have earned my number 2. Unfair. Ooh, nice. No! Oh no! Descend. This is a self-Atari for black. Can't relate. Oh, missed the chance to kill all the Blackstones. Okay, this is actually a bad habit, though. You cut, but then Tanuki. Then don't cut in the first place. Don't cut and then not follow up your move. Miss the chance for 50 moves. Like, I understand, like, this is Go problems, right? I understand that you maybe miss this and don't see it. That just means you need to do more Go problems. In this case, it would be probably squeeze Go problems. But the habit of cutting and then not following it up is a bad habit. Follow up your moves or don't do them in the first place. That is a bad habit. But yeah, this is going to be squeeze Go problems. I don't like this move either, unless if you're developing, it's fine. But if you're trying to fix this cutting point, then that's bad timing. You should have fixed it immediately. So if you're fixing the cutting point right now, that is bad timing. It's too late. If you're building, maybe it's fine. I think I would like to see this to build. This might be more interesting. I don't know. It's a tough board to build. Well, it means you have made a mistake earlier if you're fixing it now. So yeah, better late than never, but in hindsight, it means you missed you didn't check your cutting point, which is a mistake. So even if this is the correct move right now, it tells you that you made a mistake earlier by not checking your cutting point. This move is unnecessary. It doesn't really do anything. Cap. Cap's are your friend. Yeah, these 3 moves are wasted. They're just getting 1 point at a time, so too slow. Don't push from behind. You want to cap something. Cap, and then next move. Okay. This one is better, and that is because this one lets them poke out the eye. Now, when they do it, you can block. Slightly different shape. This is getting really big. So you can imagine 9 points right here for white. 10, sorry. 10 points for white. Yeah, 4 points for white, 2 points for black. So we take away 2. So it's now 2 points instead of 10. So it's an 8-point reverse Sente move. What would the correct direction be to lead the black group into the top? I was thinking towards the left somehow to severely attack black's bottom. At this level, you don't have the skill to choose a direction, so you should be just surrounding with a capping move. But to more accurately choose the direction, probably the bottom, because you can do a leaning attack right here. Because this sequence exists, you could push it to the bottom like so. And maybe do a leaning attack or a double attack. That's probably what you want. I don't think it'll go this smoothly, but that is an idea. Hello, Papa. Welcome, welcome. This move is Dame. Boop, boop. Free exchange. You are not playing endgame right now. Also, you're not attacking black. So right here, and then not surrounding these black stones is the two big mistakes. You didn't attack the black stones in the center, and you missed a go problem. Aside from that, your end game is very Dame heavy. Your end game is very 1 point at a time. Your end game should be more on the second line, first line. This one, that one. Maybe this one first, and this one. But yeah, you should be on the second first line more. There you go. There you go. Okay, better late than never. You got to it. So you should have started sooner. So it's not that you didn't know the end game. Your end game was just late. Okay, good. This one is Sente, so are there any pro 9x9 games and where can I find them? No, but there's a 9x9 document that someone researched with Catago. Here you go. Weird and wonderful 9x9 openings. I should study this because I am like really bad at 9x9. Boots. Boots. Yeah, that's probably exactly what you're looking for. What are the 9x9 do we got? There's a document somewhere. That goes over like Catago's research with 9x9. That's cool. Winning a sword game. That is so cool. Eventually I want 9x9 on Smego Dragon. I'm gonna have to go through all these documents and like do that for Smego Dragon. What? There we go. 9x9 openings more in depth. Here's some articles as well. Okay, yeah, I think that's it for this game. Hopefully you found the review helpful. Okay, so we're at
Review
5Q
started.
now. Yep. Eh, it's fine. I guess you want to check if they're going to actually respond right, which is good for you. So I guess it's fine to check, but technically it's a bad exchange, yeah? Hey, Miko, welcome, welcome.
Miko just raided with 33 viewers.
Isn't the follow-up here? And welcome everyone. It is open reviews, so if you like your game reviewed, it is here. Haha, I know stuff. I actually know stuff. I'm happy. Look at me knowing stuff. Yeah, because that way if they ignore whatever, this cut becomes painful. Look at me knowing stuff. Fun fact, actually, I know this because I just reviewed it. In some Japanese pro games from the 1960s that I was replaying, where they did this peep. That piques my interest. Why did you play this move without researching this move? Did you not look it up before you played it? It's something you can look up in advance. Did you look it up after the game? You knew what they do if they filled. Got it. Pincer. I personally don't like the pincer here. My personal opinion is if I get a corner and my opponent only has the edge, I like this for me. I have seen positions where this is even, but this concept, in my opinion, I think is very nice. And for me, I like this type of play. So I like it when my opponent only has the edge and I have the corners. I mean, to some extent, yes. I would expect to know the second move, though, or the third move. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully you would know 3 moves in your Joseki studies. But okay, it's fine. Maybe they're like, I'm going to play here, and you're like, I don't know what to do. I didn't research this move. Sure. I feel like this is one of the moves that you would look at. I don't know. Well, let's look at Josekipedia. What does Josekipedia say? Da-da-da-dum, ha-dum, ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. And we peep. Really? Really? "38 Basic Josekis," page 29. So here, 1885. Here, that makes sense. But I saw this in a pro game. This requires a favorable ladder. Good for black. I don't know. I mean, I guess. Black has to stretch instead of Hane, not good for black? I don't think it's a big deal. Yeah. I don't think it's that big of a deal. The whole point of the tiger's mouth is you're light and flexible. Like, that's the whole point of this tiger's mouth, is it's more flexible. Right? Honestly, white could Tanuki. And then black only has this move. Or Tanuki too, whatever. Go away. I don't want your perfect moves. I want our suboptimal, we can use them at our level moves. Here or here? I want to help A or play a B. Probably I would play a B though. But if I'm gonna help A, I would do it at one of these two spots. That's an interesting idea. Your idea is not incorrect. It's not where I would play, but it's not technically bad. I want to say fix. Or here. It's never Atari until it is. It's never Atari until it is. I don't dislike this result. I think you handled this pretty well. Nope, 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 nope. Definitely gotta connect. That's your eye. Definitely gotta connect. Don't let them take your eye in Sente. That's a big no. I think you were worried about this, but it's a snapback. I don't know what you were worried about, but definitely can't let them take your eye in Sente. I love how no one cares about the bottom side or this open corner. Just no one cares. If I was black, I would peep this though. I'd probably do something like that. You're in a lot of trouble, and I think it's all because of this move. Jump. Two space jump. Okay, so this is one of my opinions. When you play a Hane, the follow-up should be A or B. C is 90% of the time wrong. Okay? You should either connect or double Hane. I think C is bad shape, especially since we saw black go here. So I think A in this case. When you play the Hane, A or B is almost always better than C, in my opinion. C is almost never the best move. To the point that I am convinced that it's never should be here. Or even like this one, right? I am convinced this should never be the move. It should always be something else, either here or here or here. I'm convinced that this should never be the best move. Because it's bad shape. You should go like here or something. You should go like right here or whatever. No, I want to go right here. But I think for DDKs, this is really good. I think for DDKs, this is so much better. So much better. Because at DDK, you get this peep and then you end up in an empty triangle half the time. Instead of, you know, not connecting. So for DDKs, this is really good, I think. For single-digit Qs or 5Q plus, I think you just need to learn 10. It's not too difficult. I don't think it's that difficult. Now, granted, if you're going to play that, you should play here. Da 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 da. Yeah, but it's better. It's more efficient. I'm just saying. In my opinion, you should like 90% of the time not know me. It's a bad shape. Shapes add up. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what the AI says. Go to my branch or whatever. Yeah, so you don't Novi. You do something else. You don't Novi. It's almost never the Novi. It's always something else. Low, probably. I don't know. If we classy approach it, we should like play here or here or something, because we should stay on the weak group until it's alive. So maybe here, and then if they do that, then we can play. Because classy approach says defense first. This is looking like 2 weak groups. It's something like here, right? This is not the move. Is it here? Really? I do this? Oh, you sack the 2 stones. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, okay. The way you're doing it is you're pretending those aren't there. Okay, and then you play here. And if they play there, you go there. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. You just pretend they're not there. Because you can sacrifice them. You sacrifice them, and then the shape makes a lot of sense. Black can't do this because it damages the outside far too much for just 6 points. It is not worth it for black to do. Also, notice how A is by itself now. Yeah. I probably would have done something like this, but I'm invested on these 2 stones and you don't need to be. Which is an interesting idea. Could have also kicked and then jumped. That's probably a basic idea. But the AI's idea is like, those 2 stones don't matter. We don't need those 2 stones. Don't lower your liberties. Just jump or knight's move. Don't lower your liberties of that stone. It makes it too difficult to play. What is happening? Ah. Why is black on the second line? That's my issue right now. I want black off the second line. This is gonna die, isn't it? This really sucks for black. Clamp. Clamp. There it is. There it is. There's our money move. There's our... Shut up, AI. There's our money move. It's clamp for black. This feels so good for white. I'm worried it's not good, but here, if I just get this push, black can't just go down, right? I'm taking it from... I'm taking it from this Joseki shape. The idea is it's very flexible. But you can't lower the liberties. It's very flexible. That might be fine because then you can double Hane. Like I said, that liberty is important. What? What? Yeah, okay, like I get black's point. It puts white in bad shape. But you're almost dead to put white in bad shape. So it's not really what you want. Oh man. This is pretty big because if black ignores, black is dead. But okay, cut is interesting. I want to say you can Hane, because if they cut, you go down. But I've been wrong before. Oh, swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. This is really big. If those two stones are dead, that's like 2, 4, 6, monkey jump, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 points. Somebody needs to be doing some Mega Dragon Go problems. Just judgment, don't worry. Just a little bit of judgment. I've seen 2Qs mess this up too, don't worry about it. 2Qs mess this up all the time. Your opponent missed it too, so... But nets and ladders, they're the fundamentals of attack and defense. Probably the one you lost. The losses teach you more than the wins. What are you doing? Don't run with the stone. It's not good. You could cut. You could cut. Get a Hane. I don't know what the best move is. I don't know what the best move is, but it can't be this one. Here. And then Aganobi. Doesn't this damage your own? Well, I can't solve this in 30 seconds, so we're gonna move on. No, take the Panuki shapes. The eye looks like this. Okay, so these are the Vita points. This is so big. This is almost worth the group. this Hane right here is almost worth the top right. It's so big. Yeah, but like this is almost worth the entire group. Do we win the capture race? I would spend a lot of time here. Okay, I'm between A, B, C. No, I think A is not going to cut it because we're going to die. I really want to see if I can get away with it. Let's see what the AI says. Oh, I'm a genius. I'm amazing. 35 points. I think you win the capture race. But it doesn't gain anything either. This is actually a really good Go problem. White to play and kill black. This is a really tough Go problem. OGS AI could fail. You're alive? Oh, is it I versus no I? Is it I versus no I? It's I versus no I. It's I versus no I. Get good. Just read it. Obviously, it's only a 31 move sequence. It's only 31 moves long. Yeah, it's only 31 moves long. My Go Congress reading is like 22 moves, I think. I don't know if I could have read that. Even with like 3 hours to read, I don't think I could read that. Maybe I could. I don't know. Go Congress is like a whole nother beast. I think if you realize it's I versus no I, you might go for it. That takes a lot of confidence, though. I don't know. Should be here. You should just quit Go. You know, the amount of times I tell myself that, I look at my bank account and I'm like, I should just quit teaching Go and just, you know, move on to chess or something. No, it just sounds like you're having a bad day. Does that ladder work? It don't work. The ladder don't work. You have to jump. If the ladder don't work, you don't play the ladder. What about... How do I get this move? I want this move. How do I get it? I don't know. Basically just play here. At this point, you can't even be surrounded, so just kill black. But what do I know? What? Is this really the biggest move? I don't think this is the biggest move. This is really odd timing. There's like 3 life and death problems going on right now. 4 life and death problems. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 life and death problems going on right now. Why do we care about this? This is like ridiculous stuff. Uh-oh. 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 Ridiculous just called and said you're dead. I see. I see. Just give it up. I don't know. You don't have to do anything, but yeah. I don't think it matters. Looks like white's alive though. Well, the good news is it's not game over. Yeah. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I lied. I lied. I have lied. Lies have been told. Just kill the black corner and you're fine. You got to count the liberties. So this is capture race. Go problems. You're not noticing your opponent's problems is the problem. Oh, did you say it was already dead? Maybe you said it was already dead. Maybe you just already saw that it was dead. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. White is so far ahead. White has all of this. And there's a dead group, so we take this circle and then we add it somewhere. Because it's worth twice, right? Because the dead stones are worth twice as much. Which means white has all of this. That is so many points. Bamboo is your friend. Are you like 100% over here? Are you golden? Your life and death is better than mine, I think, because I wouldn't be able to solve this that quickly. I don't know if you're solving the whole right side, but that'd be pretty impressive. What's wrong with just going here? I don't know what you're doing. No eyes? Black is dead. Black also has no eyes. This is becoming very large. I think this is a chicken move and a half. You should have been reading this for a million years now and been checking the life and death. There's no way that you're defending from this cutting point. Should be no way you're defending from that cutting point. The timing feels like you never checked and then you just realized. I hate you, AI, so much. So much. You can kiss my big toe. Wait, no, 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 don't let it live! Don't let it live! Don't let it live! My hopes and dreams of a dead group. Ah. No. My beautiful, beautiful dead group. You can go here. You can go here. Aw. My hopes and dreams. This is denial. This is denial. That's what this is. This is denial that this group can live. You're like, I'm going to play here next, then I'm going to throw in. Yeah, you can submit a game. That doesn't make an eye. Black has both corners, which means this is not an eye. You need 3 corners, and you have 2 corners of the eye. You need 3 corners of the eye to be alive. So, yeah. Yeah, I know about J13, but you're the one who's making the eyes, so I don't know what you're doing. I'm assuming you're making eyes. I don't know what you're doing. Don't die, don't die, don't die. Don't die, don't die, don't die. Looks good, looks good. Unnecessary. It doesn't do anything, so don't do it. Don't lose a point if it doesn't do anything. This is not quite alive, huh? This is a wasted move. Wasn't B6 something if Black played it? B Bravo 6 B6. No. No. Black has to have this liberty. It needs to be 2 liberties. It is 2 liberties. It needs to be 2. Just 3 works. There's no shortcut, I guess. This isn't the normal in-game one, so I can't use the common expression. But it just works. Don't Safari. Don't Safari. Don't Safari. Oh, thank goodness. Ooh, scaring me. Oh no! Fix. You need more capture race code problems. Maybe you don't. This is actually pretty scary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, totally. You win by 1. Easy counting. Ready? You win by 1. It was 6-6. Worst case, you could have sacrificed the 4 stones, but okay. Fine, fine. Difficult to read, whatevs. Huh? You passed. Couldn't find any kill threats. Well, here's a kill threat. If you can't find any kill threats, just get 2 moves in a row. Here's a kill threat. What do you want 2 moves in a row? Yeah, like, where would you play if there wasn't a co? You would not play here if there's not a co. You would play in-game. Right? You could play here or something. Just get 2 in-game moves then. This is Dame. Chicken move! Chicken move. Someone's brain is fried because they read too much. This one is not reading, basically. Because your brain is probably tired from doing all the life and death problems this game. I get it. But also, we gotta hold ourselves to 5Q standards, and this is not a 5Q move. I'm holding you to 5Q standards. Gotta get up that brain stamina. If you're playing, like, 15Q moves, I don't know what this would be. 15Q, maybe? At the end of the game, you're fake 5Q. I'm a fake 2-don. Whatevs. No big deal. Point is, like, if your brain is tired to the point that you're not reading all this out, that means you need to play more games to get that mental stamina up. You win? By half a point? Oh my gosh. Which means this move almost cost you the entire game. Oh, wow. And the chicken move. You almost lost the entire game from 2, like, 15Q moves. So close. You tried really hard to lose the game. Wow. So, life and death. Life and death. Life and death at capture races. Probably just capture races from this game, right? Capture races would have solved most of the problems. And hopefully you found the review helpful. Okay, and before we jump into the next review, no, your direction of play was pretty decent, I think. Compared to the capture race, anyway. I just put out the biggest weakness that I see. We have our lovely devly sponsor, Go Congress. Speaking of Go Congress, I am trying to raise funds to go to Go Congress by doing lesson bundle sales, which means if you go to challengegogroup.com/lessons, at johnsgirlgroup.com/lessons. Each of these lesson packs also come with Sumego Dragon. So the 2 lesson pack comes with a $20 credit to Sumego Dragon. 6-month pack comes with a $60 credit to Sumego Dragon. And the 1-year pack comes with a $120 credit to Sumego Dragon. Wait here. What? What? Oh, that. Yeah. Anyway, no, check out this bald spot and this Vegeta do. Look how far my hairline goes. It's all the way back here. I'm freaking Vegeta, man. It's all the way back here on the edges. Trying to go Super Saiyan or something, I don't know. Anyway, each of these lesson packs do come with Sumego Dragon whatevers. In addition to that, if you are also interested in buying Sumego Dragon Lifetime, I am offering, do I want to do 2 or 4? I'll do 4. I'll offer 4 lessons with Sumego Dragon Lifetime. The goal is to raise funds for attending Go Congress, which I'm doing Sumego Dragon. Yeah, which you did 10 years ago. Which we are going to watch a video of. Hopefully you guys will be there, but we will be going. My wife and I and several Go Club members.
This is the U.S. Go Congress, the largest and most comprehensive
Hundreds of Go
in
players.
North America. Every year, nearly 500 amateur players of all skill levels gather to compete in the thrilling U.S. Open tournament. At the same time, the prestigious Masters tournament hosts dozens of professionals and top amateur players from around the globe. There's something for players of all levels. 9x9 and 13x13 small board challenges, blitz and rapid games, seniors and women's tournaments, even the madness of Crazy Go. Prizes and recognition await the winners at the closing awards dinner. But the true highlight is the welcoming and vibrant community. Reconnect with old Go friends and make new ones from across the world. Attend inspiring lectures by seasoned professionals, teachers, and streamers.
You are
Test
not a
your
Go
skills
player until you've
against your
lost to a
favorite
kid. I don't want to
pros
hear
in
it.
simultaneous
If you haven't
exhibition
lost to a
games.
kid, then you haven't played Go long enough.
Each year, the Congress takes place in a different U.S. city. This year, the 41st annual event is heading to Austin, Texas, one of the fastest growing cities in the U.S., celebrated for its unique food scene and legendary live music. In your free time, explore the surrounding area's many attractions for some unforgettable sightseeing memories. It's all happening July 12th through the 20th here in Texas. Get ready. This one is going to be big.
I don't know where it is next year. Hopefully they will continue the sponsorship and I will figure it out next year. And I'll be able to like advertise the crap out of Go Congress next year as well. But yeah, once again, shout outs to the lessons and Sumego Dragon. Both basically come with teaching and Go problems, and it'll help support me going to Go Congress. And also, you should go yourself. And then hopefully I can see you there. I think I want to budget like $2,000 to go. I think $2,000 should be hopefully enough. Because we also have time off work, food, housing, gas. I think I'll get a comp, but I think 2,000 should be more than enough. So ideally, I'll sell like 5 lesson packs or something. Yeah, you're gonna lose to a kid at some point.
Review started.
Okay. If you played on Fox, you definitely have. Interesting opening choice. Okay, so I want to say you outplayed your opponent in the opening. This one's a little slack, I think. Yeah, I remember that. Oh my gosh. I was playing his sister. No, I was playing his sister. I wasn't playing her in a match though. Was I? I think we were playing cards. I don't remember. I think we were playing poker or something. And then someone came up and said, your little brother is crying. And so you had to get up and leave and go, like, deal with it. And I found out it was you that made him cry. That's really funny. Because he lost the game. Poor kid. What would I do here? I don't know. This one's big. This one's big. Oh, come on. I almost had it. I will say this feels very flat considering you're developing the top side. You want to bring it up. So I would expect 4th line, 5th line, or something. Like here, here, here. Yeah, this is a little too slow or low. Da 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 da, Clamperoni. There's all the territory. Okay, they're going for Mayo, so just deal with it. The Bahane, very good. What level is this? This is feeling like 3Q, 2Q. What level are you again? I forget what level you are. Tied you on 5 Dawn? So just 1Q, 1 Dawn? I'm proud to say OGS 1 Dawn. Yeah, OGS 1Q, 1 Dawn. Okay, so I wasn't too far off. This is the only slack move that I've seen. He's 4 Dawn now. Yeah. Probably turn and this. That should be enough, right? I want to say that's enough. I want to say it's enough. Oh, come on. I'm so close. You don't think it's enough? Black is up by 3.9. Eat it. Eat my 4 points. Now those little kids have it coming, okay? You gotta get it while you can, because they're gonna crush you and they're not gonna have a lick of hesitation killing your groups, okay? I had to tell my wife, like, no, you have to make the kids cry while you can, because they will make you cry and they won't even think about it. Okay? They won't hesitate at all to make you cry. It's just desserts, okay? They make a lot of adults cry. This is how you die. I went 2 weeks in Korea losing to kids for 2 weeks straight. I didn't win a single game for 2 weeks. Playing games every single day against freaking kids. I was like, I need to just give up on Go. It was one of the lowest points. Oh my gosh. I was so upset that I could not win a single game. Don't do that. Don't do cigarettes and don't do drugs. It's too expensive. Not Not in this economy. You can't afford to be a drug addict or addicted to cigarettes. You crazy? What are you, like a billionaire? Who can afford drugs in this economy? I really think this is too deep. I think you need this turn. You could go here, but I don't think you have enough if you do that. Yeah, you can be next if you want. I had a family member who was a low-level drug dealer. And I was like, you dealt drugs? And he's like, yeah, it was quite a bit of money, but it wasn't worth the danger or the risk of going to jail or prison. And it wasn't like anything serious. It was like some low-level crime crap, like jail-worthy, not even prison-worthy. But he was like, yeah, I made some good money doing it, but it wasn't worth it. It was too risky. I have a wife, kids. It's too risky. Apparently it's very lucrative, though. This is not going well for black. That is interesting. That's a strong move. Can you go here? It's a definite maybe. I give it a solid like 20%. You're looking pretty dead. I do not see a single way out of this. I see no way out of this. To the point I might sacrifice those stones. Be like, screw it, you gave me an opportunity for eyes, I'm taking it. Actually, no. What about right here? What about right here? Yeah! This is such a slow move. White completely screwed up. Oops. Oops. It's kind of a big oops. This is just playing too fast, right? Because you're 5 Don, so you'll know. You know not to connect that. But yeah, so it's playing too fast. Probably play on OGS more then. Fox is really good for like improving and stuff and fighting, but like if you're playing too fast, then probably you need to play a little bit on OGS. Maybe like 2 OGS for every 5 Fox games. Or maybe a 1-to-3 ratio. 1 OGS, 3 Fox, 1 OGS, 3 Fox. It gives you a nice little balance of shapes and whatever and reading, but don't want to lose your title. Your title? What is your title? You could also use your time on Fox, but they might resign just from waiting too long. The 1-don? If the 1-don prevents you from playing games, then get rid of the 1-don. If you're not going to play games because you're afraid to derank, then derank twice. I cannot believe I'm 1 dan. I'm freaking 2.7. 2.7. I'm almost 3 dan, and they want me as 1 dan. Yeah, if your rank is preventing you from playing games, then go D rank twice. Lose 2 ranks, and then work your way back up. Don't ever let this number prevent you from playing games. It's better to lose it. High rating than 96%. That's nice. It's a nice feeling. I'm just annoyed that it's at 1. And it's all because of my 9x9 games. I'm acceptable of my 1Q 9x9 rank. Yeah, 9x9 is not great. I fully accept my Q-ness of my 9x9 games. I am not good at 9x9. I'm really bad at 9x9. Okay, what do we got here?
Review
15Q and
started.
17Q. For white. What the fudge? Someone needs to watch my Colosseum Birch videos. Tell them to watch Colosseum Birch. Either pincer to take by taking away his base, or make your base, or play on the open sides, which is either the top side or the right side. Okay? So it's either attack and offense, or big move, which is the 2 open sides. Okay, and it's an open side because there is nothing between the starting moves. There's nothing between the starting moves. But if you go through these starting moves, there are almost 3 stones, 2 stones basically, between the starting moves. So it's either attack and defense or big move. You should feel very bad playing this. Okay, let's think about what the start point wants. The start point wants this square. The start point does not want this square. Okay, if you wanted this square, you should play 3-3 or 3-4. So the start point wants this. This is what you're after. Yet in the game, you were forced to play in the corner. This means you probably did something wrong. Yeah, like dropping the lid to your drink. Don't drop the lid to your drink. There we go. Let's get some pincers going. That's what I'm talking about. Your opponent wants to leave groups laying around, then pincer the crap out of them. Yep. Knight's moves are cuttable. What's your plan? Probably just here. Or push. This is technically fine because you have a connection under. But we're 15Q and probably don't know about 4. Nice. Technically, you don't want to do this, but I'll show you because of this move. And you can't taunt it because of the Tsuji right here. You'll learn this with cut Tsujis on Mega Dragon. You'll learn this shape. So you have to do that, and it becomes really uncomfortable very quickly. But if black's dead, then that showed me... What do I know? I don't know things. Why do I know things? I don't know things. That's really hard to read out, though. That's really hard to read out. So typically, C11 is a way to squeeze it. This is a way to squeeze it if they try to cut you off, like that. But typically, it leads to the same thing. It's basically the same thing. It just depends on what you want to do, right? The point that I'm trying to make is this shape is attached but outside, but not second line. Yeah, you're right. This attach is better than that attach. You're right. That's where the Tsuji is. Yeah, you're right. Unfortunately, So this is typically where it is. They're right. That's right. Unfortunately, white is too thick and black will die. However, usually the move you're looking for is to have a white stone right here. Then you can push and cut like this, because now this is a tiger's mouth. Okay, so when this stone is one space away on the third line, not the fourth line, it can't be right here. Go, take comment. This is not going to save you. Okay, it needs to be on the third line. When it's on the third line, then you can push and cut this sort of L cap. When it's two spaces away or somewhere else, you need one extra move before you can push the L cap. Usually. In this particular case, you can because they just straight up die. But if you don't read that, then you're probably not going to do it. So that is Fundamentals 101 of this shape. If you can read it, you can do whatever you want. But until you can read it, that's usually the basic idea. Okay. Good for you. Big move. You could attack once and then play a big move. Okie dokie. Probably defend your base, and then you can worry about attacking or something. Because this level really dies a lot to the 3-space invasion. I will expect something to die when black invades your 3-space. At least at this level. A lot of things die. That's because we don't know our connection and cut to Tsuji's, right? So just defend your base when they cap it right here. Just defend it, and then you can fight. Confidently, you can fight. Like right here, what if I just cut? Just play defense. Just play defense, and then you can go offense. That's a brave move. Very, very brave move. And black chickened out. That's something. Oh, did you say thank you? Did you take them to dinner for this? Like, oh, they were so nice to you. You gotta like buy them ice cream or take them to dinner or something. I don't know. When someone plays a move that's this nice to you, like, here, fix everything wrong with your shape. Go ahead. I'm helping you fix everything wrong with your shape. You're like, thank you so much. Here's a coupon to Pizza Hut. I wish people would buy me Pizza Hut, man. I'd be peeping all day long for pizza. Okay. I would check this one to see if it's a net. Because it looks like you just kill black. But this is more net shapey stuff. And it's also not an obvious net. But okay. I don't think you did anything technically wrong. Boom! Crushing the opponent, who does not play defense at all for some reason. And to kill them in Sente! Holy crap! Holy crap! Just crushing them. You're ignoring the top left group, though. You could go attack this one. What the heck is this move? This one's gonna die, because this is Sente, and then they just kill you. I think you were hoping for this. I think that's what you were hoping for. But they could just do this move. Whoops. Don't die. Don't die. Don't do all this with the second line cut. When you have a second line cut, don't do all this stuff. Okay. I mean, your attacks are very powerful. One space away. Be tight. Punch them in the face. Don't be like... Be like... Okay? That's how you got to do it. In their face. Pop, pop. Okay? That's how you do it. Don't be so far away. More pressure. You just wanted to play Tengen. Don't lie. Don't lie. Get out of my stream playing Tengen. Tengen addictions. Tengen addicts. Tinganetics. Twitch chat, it's Tinganetics. Here? The big thing here is you don't want A to connect to B. You want them to stay cut and they will attack each other. Keep them cut and one of them will die, probably. Oh yes, Tanuki! That's the answer to deal with 2 weak groups. No! Punish! Do anything! Anything to punish them. Attack something. Connect. No, they were helping you again. You gotta let them help you. They were holding your hand to fix your connection and everything. I don't know. Everything works. Everything's good for white. Okay, so this one is getting distracted by the tail of the dragon. Don't go after... wait, is it the tail of a dragon or a lion? I think it's the lion. Don't get distracted by the tail of the lion or the tail of the dragon. You want to attack the entire dragon or the entire lion. Don't just attack the tail. In other words, you want to play something over here that attacks the entire thing. Don't just go after the tail. Getting distracted by a tail is a common mistake. That's why it's a proverb. I think it's a lion. I have not attacked a lion. Fun fact. I have attacked a cat by accident, stepping on their tail, and I'm pretty sure I lost that fight because I was not exactly happy with how the result ended. So I can only imagine when you multiply it by like 100 times its size, I can only imagine the difference in the claw marks. So I know I've lost battles to kittens. And not kittens. Kittens are cute. But I've lost battles to cats. I don't like this peep. Save the cutting stones somehow. Technically, you can cut right here. But if that's too difficult to read, then just go here. Don't die with the cutting stones. Very, very important that you do not die with the cutting stones. Hey, the cutting stones lived. Well, most of it. Here you attack the tail again. This is so much bigger. This co is so much more intimidating. Oh, wow. This is such a back go threat. Okay. Let's go right here. Right here. Here, connect, here, here, here. So you have to give up those 3 stones, right? You can't save them all. But his co-threat forced you to fix and save the stones. His co-threat was negative, what is that? 3 for 2, so that's negative 1, 2, 3 points. 4 points. Negative 4 points. Don't lose points with the co-threats is a very important concept. There's another weak group on the board. This is a wasted move, unnecessary. Cut something. This entire thing right now is weak. If you can cut it off from up here. If you cut off the potato from whatever this is. Around the 2 potatoes. I don't freaking know. Anyway, cut it off. And then eat the potato. Let's go. The idea is my co-threats are going to be attacking the bottom side. Maybe that wasn't obvious, I guess. My co-threats are going to be attacking the bottom, was my thinking. So it's basically, it's really hard for black to play. This is a pre-peeped one space jump. Pre-peeped one space jumps have cutting points. Yeah. Probably here, because it is a ladder to capture the cutting stone. No, everything connected to everything. Group here, group here, group here, and they have all connected. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Sad face. The fortunate thing is it's still almost eyeless. It's still almost completely... no, it's got two eyes. Dang it! Dead gummit. Dead gummit, dead gummit. Okay, 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 okay. Black's trying to be all fancy with it. That's funny. Doesn't matter. Oh no! Abort! 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 Throw into Suji's are a thing. Throw into Suji's are a thing. Gotta learn to throw into Suji's. Wait, what? I don't know why you're fighting the co instead of just connecting. But then you played a co-threat to threaten to kill something that was already dead. So you played a -1 point co-threat in a co that you didn't need to fight and lost like 4 stones for it. That was unfortunate co-threat. Okay, did you win? White plus 10, nice job. Yeah, I think you definitely outplayed black for sure. But you saw that there was actually 3 more groups. There was 4 groups, 5 groups total, and you attacked 2 of them. You attacked this one, you attacked this one, but you missed 3. So keep going, keep up the power. Keep up the power. Thank you for the follow, Shigeru. I know that word. Rich growth. I might be thinking of... Hold on. I think I was thinking of Shinderu. I'm sorry. One means like luxurious, bountiful, and the other one means like you're dead. What words to mix up? I'm sorry. My bad. Japanese is hard. To be fair, Chinese is a lot harder. For me, anyway. I honestly would speak so much better Japanese if the freaking alphabet was so much easier. The alphabet, the kanji, and the katakana, and all that crap is so difficult for me to learn. Especially when I'm not really trying super hard. Yeah. Is there anything right here? Safatari. All right, there's nothing. Anyway, appreciate the follow. Yeah, hopefully you found this review helpful. Once again, shout out to Lessons. They are how I'm going to afford Go Congress. So if you're interested in lessons, they do come with credits to Sumego Dragon, and Sumego Dragon Lifetime also comes with lessons until Congress, which I think these are going to come with Sumego Dragon forever. But anyway, 2 lesson pack comes with $20 credits to Sumego Dragon, $60 credit to Sumego Dragon, and $120 credit to Sumego Dragon. The Lifetime of Sumego Dragon comes with 4 lessons. So if you're interested in helping me go to Congress and want me to teach you, or if you like my teaching style, please consider signing up. Happy to teach you and help you improve. Yeah, and then of course we have our lovely devly Sumego Dragon, our Go Problem website that I work tirelessly on. Been working on it all week. Oh yeah, so this actually is a page under construction. So it's index_3. This page will replace the home page once I double check for bugs and stuff like that. So I'm getting people to test it out. So if you're testing it out, if you already have an account and you're testing it out, it is appreciated. Feedback and bug reports in the Discord are appreciated. So that way I can make sure it's good to go before I replace the home page with this new setup. The big difference is the lag, reduced lag between the main pages. That is the main difference. That is what I've been working on in the last week or so, is just reducing the lag between the pages. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to reduce the lag between Puzzle Rush and Puzzle Battle. So I opened it in a new tab, so that way it doesn't mess with your experience on this tab. Because it does a lot of stuff up front to make sure the Puzzle Rush doesn't lag while you're doing it. I'm sorry, I'm an amateur. I am a self-taught programmer with a 1.5 years of experience. This is a common problem with any Go app, is 19x19 stone placement on a phone is not optimal, to the point you almost don't want a 19x19 board to appear on a phone. iPad and desktop, I think, is great for 19x19, but for a phone, it's almost better to exclusively play 9x9 or 13x13. Now, for Go problems, obviously there are some 19x19 problems, and I try to have the zoom icons in the corners, but I don't think there's a perfect solution. I have an idea of, like, when you tap, wherever you tap it zooms into, but then I have to check if you're on a phone or not on a phone, which is complicated. And then also I have to check if you're zoomed in or not zoomed in. Do I go back to the problem zoomed in, or do I go back to the corner zoomed in, or do I go to a full board view? It's just confusing. I should do it at some point. I need to do it, but I haven't gotten to it yet because it's confusing. At some point, I want you to be able to play 9x9. I have a theory that if I make a 9x9, 9x9 lobby thing, and instead of you just sitting there and waiting, I'm going to have you actively sending challenges to users that are online. Right? That's what this online feature is, users online. I put that in to start tracking when people are online or whatever. And the idea is, if there's 10 plus people online, I want you to be able to challenge them to a 9x9, and it'll send active challenges that'll expire in like 30 seconds. Hello, Sundere. 1.5 years. I've been working on Sumego Dragon. I've been playing around with Unity C# for maybe 10 years off and on for funsies. But I've not done coding professionally until Sumego Dragon. And even then, I'm self-taught and working for myself. So I have like no professional standards. I've completely so many tutorials, hundreds of hours of tutorials trying to get professional quality Sumego Dragon. But yeah, anyway, instead of just having a lobby, I wanted to have a lobby, but also sending active challenges to users that are online, and then also have a button for your friends, like challenge your friend. Unfortunately, we are at the end of the stream. You caught me at the end of my streaming. I apologize. Yeah, I first was exposed to coding in 2011 when I took a computer science C++ class. And I thought computer science would be beyond me. I thought it would be too difficult to understand. I thought I was going to fail the class. And then I aced the class because it clicked with me. I really loved making things just do stuff. And I really loved the aspect of how coding works. So I found it very enticing, and then I kind of started teaching myself Unity, C# to start making games or whatever in my free time. And I made several baby projects. Like I made a Capture Go game against a robot, which actually was pretty smart. It could beat beginners, which was pretty cool. And I made that in Unity. Let's see, it's Glossius.itch.io. Unfortunately, I lost the code to it, so I don't have the code for how I coded the Capture Go. Yeah, it really sucks that I lost the code to this. Because I would love to put this on Samago Dragon. I think this would be really cool to play on Samago Dragon. Like, I really should rebuild this. Like, it's a pretty tough beginner Capture Go bot. Also, notice how it's not playing on the group that's about to be captured, because it read in advance that every move that is connected to the group does not increase its liberties, so it doesn't even bother. If it doesn't increase its liberties with the moves that are touching it, then it will counterattack instead and attack your group that has the least amount of liberties to try to capture you before you capture it. And then it tries to capture, you see how it's counterattacking these two stones instead of trying to save itself when it can't save itself. So it's actually really smart. And then I have the little balls. I think a lot of people don't do this, where it just shows, like, here's where they got captured. Now, will this beat Catago? Probably not. But will it beat the average beginner? Oh, yeah. I think level 5 could beat a brand new player a couple times before they finally started getting it. It does become very predictable after a couple iterations, but I thought it was really cool. It's a really cool little robot to introduce players to capture rules. I'm still sad I lost the code. I had so many conditionals for like what to check, and I taught it how to read 2 moves deep. This little bot can read 2 moves deep. It was a strong little bot. I was very proud of my little baby bot and its 2 move deep reading. The first one is just literally random. Like, it'll just play randomly. Oh, I had so many if-else statements. So many if-else statements. Ah, the angles. I wasn't very good at conditionals. 15 layers. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. Who needs true-false functions when you have a bunch of if statements? Like breaks, true-false, breaks, stuff like that. No, it's just if-else, 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 if-else. No continue, no breaks. Amateur codes for the win, okay? Amateur coders for the win. I have done many, many bad coding things in my days. No loops. I have done so many infinite loops. It's ridiculous. Oh man, I've crashed so many programs with infinite loops. Like, oopsie daisy. That was an infinite loop. Hello, Leadfoot. Welcome, welcome. Okie dokie. With that, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Who do we want to I guess we'll raid Bats. It's the only one to raid. Yeah, while loops are great. I try to avoid while loops like the plague if I can. Because of how many programs I've crashed because of it. Yeah, go ahead and wrap it up for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Be sure to check out Samego Dragon and Sean'sAGoGroup.com/lessons. And with that, I will see you guys next time.